Hello and welcome to this video with me, Kurt Rees. I hope you're all doing really well. So in today's video we're going to take a look at Zinchenko and we're going to take a look at how he might be used should Arsenal complete the deal. As always, I will leave timestamps and chapters below. Let's get started. So firstly, let's just think about the positions that Zinchenko's played across his career. Primarily, he's played as a left-back, but there have been instances where he's played in midfield, more so as a left central midfielder. This has been more so when he was with Ukraine, rather than within his club career. When we're thinking about Zinchenko and taking a look at his profile, I think two of the main traits that jump out are he's really strong technically and he's got excellent passing ability. Well, what does that mean for Arsenal? Well, I think personally he's been signed to play left back. Probably more so as an inverted left back. But I think the reason he's going to come in and play left back is just based on Arsenal's current situation in that position. Tierney is very injury prone, if you will. He struggled to get through the majority of the season without having a major injury during his time at Arsenal. And Tavares last season showed his inexperience, which could be why Arsenal are potentially looking to send him out on loan. I think with this in mind, I do think Zinchenko is going to come in and play at least the majority of his games at left back, but as we just mentioned, as an inverted left back. So with Zinchenko at left back, it doesn't necessarily impact Arsenal's starting formation a huge amount. I think they may try and move towards the 4-3-3, but they may also stick with the 4-2-3-1. It doesn't really impact their in-possession approach and the shape that they're going to use with the ball. With the addition of Zinchenko into Arsenal's defensive unit, Arsenal are adding another player within this unit who's capable of playing those more complex passes. With Zinchenko added to the defensive unit, it gives Arsenal another player who can help Arsenal penetrate an opposition's press. So we have Zinchenko who can also potentially receive the ball and try and find the midfield unit or the forward players, just because he's got that better passing range from this area. So now let's think about Zinchenko as an inverted fullback. And in possession, we've seen Arsenal move towards a 2-3-5. So as we invert Zinchenko to create this shape, we can see the areas that he might operate in. And what we can see that the areas that Zinchenko is now in is very similar to the areas that he would operate in from that left central midfield role that we see him play for Ukraine. So the area that he ends up in is very similar, it's just the starting position within the team structure that changes. But the roles and responsibilities are still very similar across both positions when Arsenal are in possession. And from this area, Arsenal can really make use of Zinchenko's passing ability, potentially to play line-breaking passes as Arsenal progress towards the final third, or maybe even deliver a cross into the box from the half space. And with Tomiyasu at right back, it gives Zinchenko even more freedom or an opportunity to progress forward. Because Tomiyasu is probably considered the more defensive fullback of the two, if Zinchenko does choose to move forward and join in Arsenal's final third, the rest defence structure of the 2-2, which will be the two centre-backs, Tomiyasu and one of the central midfielders, it remains relatively compact and relatively secure, so it gives Zinchenko that flexibility to move forward. And just through the introduction of Zinchenko, Arsenal's left side now looks like it has potentially more attacking potential. The wide trio that's now created within Arsenal's left side, with Zinchenko at the base, and whether it's Martinelli and Smith Rowe, or potentially another new arrival, this increases the left side of Arsenal's attacking potential quite substantially, and it can take a little bit of the strain off the right hand side through Saka and Ødegaard. I do think that Zinchenko will be used as a inverted fullback by Arteta, but should he need to come in and play that left central midfield role, as we've seen, the area is very similar. I think all it necessarily changes is the players around them. So you'd probably use Tierney to maintain the width in the wide zone, and With Tierney, you get more of a traditional fullback who's going to overlap his winger and put the ball into the box. But with the focus on Zinchenko, I think the area and the role is very, very similar to that it would be if he was an inverted fullback. I think Zinchenko is a great signing for Arsenal, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how Arteta uses him, whether he uses him in that midfield role or whether he uses him at fullback, and how it looks, whether it's an inverted fullback or potentially a more traditional fullback. It's going to be really interesting to see. As always, I hope you found the video useful. If you did, I do have a Ko-fi page where you can support myself and the channel. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I've been Coach Reese. Have a great day.